Peace. What's up to my Wonder family out there? Thank you guys so much for tapping back in with me for yet another video, okay? But before we get into it, because y'all know me, I like to just jump right in, all right? Make sure you guys like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. And make sure you guys hit that little notification bell, okay? Because I want y'all to always be notified whenever I make a video, okay? It don't cost you nothing. It's for free and all that. It's for the free. So make sure you guys do that, okay? And if you are my Wonder family, returning back, gathering here with me, thank you so much for being back on my channel, and much love to all my Wonder family, okay? So yeah, we're gonna hop right into this video because I like to just get to it, okay? No long intros and stuff like that, okay? Today we are talking about reframing your perspective, okay? And I think that reframing your perspective is so key to life. I read something recently and it kind of like bothered me in a way, because it said that by the time people are 40 years old, they are completely set in their ways and they cannot change, or that they don't want to change. And you know what? Like, that really did not sit right with me. I got to be honest with you, okay? Because 40 years old, you haven't even lived half of your life yet. Okay? Like, let's say somebody lived to be like 100. They got all kind of technology and stuff like that these days. All these good eating programs and stuff like that. We gonna live to be 100, y'all. Okay? But you cannot be set in your ways at no damn 40 years old. Like, that sounds crazy to me, okay? And I think that is true, though. A lot of people are set in their ways by that age, and they just like things to be a certain way, and they just are who they are. And I think that that's detrimental. I think that that is childish, and I think that we have to be on our pivot at all times. We got to be ready to switch it up at all times. We cannot do the same thing. We cannot have the same mindset at the age of 30 and 40 and 50 and 60. Like, we have to be ever changing. We have to be ever growing. Okay, so reframing your perspective is absolutely key to making sure that you are staying up to date with your mind. You ain't gonna have the same cell phone in 10 years, so why would you have the same mindset in 10 years? Like, that's the part that I don't get. People be like, oh, I gotta have some new shoes, I gotta have a new car, I gotta have a new phone, but they got the same old mindset. Like, come on, man. Even if you got the same phone for like 2 years, your phone gonna update. Your phone gonna have some upgrades to it. Like, you gotta do the same thing with your mind, okay? And that right there is what it comes down to with reframing your perspective, reframing your mindset, okay? Because I truly do feel like we are living in unprecedented times. We don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know what's around that corner and stuff like that. Because it's just always something going on economically, societally, cosmically. There's just always things happening. There's always things going on. But that doesn't mean that we're supposed to just go with the flow of whatever happens. Like, we have to stand strong in our decisions. We have to stand strong in our mindset, okay? And we have to be able to think for ourselves and think long term, okay? That's something that's like super important. Because I truly feel like we don't always have control over everything that happens to us. But we do have control over our emotions. We do have control over our mindset. And we do have control over how we react to things. And we have full control over our own actions, okay? We have control over that, and that's where we got to start. So sometimes adversity comes along. Sometimes roadblocks happen, okay? And during those times, we have to be flexible and we have to be on our pivot. Because if something come along and something pop up and it just happens, we have to respond in a healthy way that's not only going to serve us in the moment, but serve us long term as well. Because obstacles are inevitable. Hardship is inevitable. Roadblocks is inevitable. Like, obstacles are just always going to be on our path. We're always going to be faced with something that we may not be 100% comfortable with. Things might not always be the best. Like, this Outkast song is playing in my mind right now. Like, you could plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. And that's life. Outkast knew what they was talking about in that moment right there, because that's life, okay? So during times like that, we have to be able to reframe our perspective, act accordingly, and make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do, okay? Logically, without emotions. Once you release your emotions and you're able to just think logically, it don't matter what problem is in front of you. It don't matter how big this issue is. There's a big solution, okay? And we gotta stop looking at our problems, and we gotta stop looking at our obstacles as these big things that are way bigger than us, that we can't control, that we can't, like, no, these things right here are normal parts of life. We're bigger than our problems. Sometimes we cause our own problems. Let's be real. Let's be accountable. Sometimes we do stuff and it causes a problem in our life. Okay, and we can't blame other people for that. We have to take accountability. We gotta blame ourselves, and we gotta forgive ourselves. Okay, and after that, right there, once you do those things right there, watch how the problem or whatever it is shrinks. And it's like, okay, this ain't even that bad. I removed my emotions. I took accountability. I forgive myself for whatever situation I got myself into. Let's fix it. Let's make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. And there's, like, it don't matter how big the problem is, there's always going to be a solution to every single problem. It don't matter how hard you think it is. If you got yourself in it, you can get yourself out of it, okay? I think that's something that really holds us back in society as a people, would be outdated perspectives. I feel like people are very outdated with their thinking, and that right there is what keeps you behind. It keeps you behind the curve. It doesn't keep you ahead of the curve at all, okay? And whenever we have those outdated perspectives, we have to make sure that we are recognizing it, and we are upgrading it, and we are getting rid of old mind frames and old belief systems that just don't serve us no more, okay? Life is ever changing, and we have to be ever changing with life. So a part of that right there is upgrading your thoughts, upgrading your mindset. I think that you need to be doing this like every 6 months. I think that you need to be having like a serious check-in with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even every 3 months if necessary, but for sure, at least minimum is every 6 months. Okay, at least twice a year, to stop and just say, like, let me take an inventory on my life. Let me take an inventory on my thought process. Like, am I where I want to be right now? What are my goals right now? Like, where do I want to be at next in life? What do I have to do to get to that next level of life? Okay, it all starts here. Okay, it all starts with your mind. It all starts with your perspective. And you might have to stop and say, like, dang, like, I got to upgrade my perspective. I have to look at things from a different way. I can't look at things from the same way anymore. I got to elevate and look at things from a new perspective, okay? Like, we need to have that balance, and we have to make sure that we're not, doing one thing more than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like in life, you got to have a balance. You can't just do one thing all the time and think that one thing is going to work for everything, because everything is not always going to be cookie cutter solutions and like cookie cutter stuff happening. Like, sometimes you got to get creative, and sometimes you got to get on your pivot, and you got to be able to think logically to get yourself through obstacles and through situations, okay? And it's just really about you, like, loosening up your grip of life. Because I think that sometimes we get calloused, and sometimes we get, just like torn down from life and stuff like that. And trust me, I know I've been there. But we cannot let the past dictate our future in a negative way. I mean, we could use our past to say, hey, I've been there, I've done that, I'm going to make a better choice. But we don't have to say, hey, I've been there, I've done that, I'm still there and I'm still doing that. Like, no, whatever happened before, you can, like that's why I don't like to put labels on myself. I don't like to put labels and be like, oh, like, I used to do this, so that's just where I'm at in life, and that's just what I am, and I'm struggling to get out of this. It's like, no, if you are already ahead in life in some way, shape, or form, keep it going, okay? You don't have to keep looking back at your past every 5 days and stuff like that. Like, look toward your future. Look toward the present of right now, where you're at right now, where your mind state is at right now, and what your next goals are in the near future, the longer future, and work from there, okay? Because I think that our mind can play tricks on us sometimes to keep us in the past and to keep us in this little tiny box, and we're not able to grow past that. And that right there is really dangerous, you guys. Like, please do not do that. Everything in your life will change as soon as you make a change, okay? If you are stuck in a situation, or you have this obstacle and you've been trying to fight your way through it, and you just doing the same thing that you always been doing, that obstacle is gonna kind of always be there. It's just always gonna be in the way. And even when you get past it, it ain't gonna feel right. It ain't gonna feel good. Even if the odds are against you, All you have to do is reframe how you're looking at things and reframe your actions and start doing things in a different way. So that way you could try something new to make sure that you are getting past these obstacles. Just because you try one thing and that don't work doesn't mean that you can't try 10 other things, 100 other things. You can continuously try new ways of tackling these obstacles in your life. And you have to have that resilience to be able to do that, okay? Everything ain't always going to be easy. Like, I think that sometimes we live in like a microwave age right now where people don't want to use the oven. They want to use the microwave and just get instant results and stuff like that. And life is not always going to have instant results. It's not. Like sometimes people just want to stay home all day and be like, oh, I hope that something good happens to me. Well, nothing good is going to happen by you sitting up in your house. You got to get up. You got to get out. You have to put yourself in the world. You got to try new things. You got to be around new people. You got to be in new places. So that way you can experience all that you are worthy of experiencing in life. We really have to be looking at the bigger picture. And we really have to be looking at the long term, okay? Whatever it is that you got going on, don't just look at it for the now perspective. What does that situation look like 5 years from now? What does that situation look like 10 years from now? You know what I'm saying? Stop it and really think about that. And then I really feel like once you start thinking about that long term and looking at it from like an aerial view and changing your perspective, those obstacles that's in your way right now, you're going to be like, I'm about to get right past this right here. I know exactly how to handle that right there. And once I'm able to handle that right there, now I'm stronger. Now I'm smarter. Now I'm wiser. And now you can move on ahead full speed. Because the long term is way more important than the short term. It's way more important than the right now. Because you don't want to make a decision now and it affects you negatively in the long run, in the future. Okay? I mean, I know a whole lot of people up in jail who made a short-term decision. They got long-term effects. Okay? Like, you don't want to, I'm not trying to be all extreme or anything like that, but I'm just saying, whenever you think about the right now, let's get past that. So I have a task for you guys. Okay, I have a task for you guys. Okay, for 5 days. Okay, if you can only do 3 days, and do 3 days, but I'm challenging you to do 5 days. Okay, and I want you to take these next 5 days, and I want you to change up your routine. If you wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning every day, wake up at 7:30 for 5 days. Okay, wake up earlier. Take a different route to work. If you go to that same store all the time, go to a different store in a different part of town. Make sure you check that sale paper, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get a good sale and all that right there. But I'm just saying, like go somewhere else. Get out of your comfort zone. If you always eat a bagel with an egg in the morning, try eating some waffles and some turkey bacon or something like that. You know, I'm just saying, like I'm challenging you for 5 days to just switch up your routine, okay? And that right there could just be like the first step of you just gaining that flexibility, you gaining a different perspective. Like if you always watch the same old TV show at nighttime, watch a different TV show, watch a different movie that you wouldn't normally watch. If you always watch horror movies, maybe you should watch a comedy show, or maybe you should watch a romantic movie or something like that, and just start getting used to different, start getting used to flexibility, start getting used to something new. And that right there is going to help your mind, train your mind to stay flexible, so that way whenever something happened in your life, you able to deal with those things head on. Okay, because I just feel like a lot of times we as a people, we allow our obstacles to hold us back for too long, and it's like we could get way past a lot of this stuff, yet we're not getting past those things. We're kind of still stuck in the same spot. And it doesn't have to be that way, okay? It doesn't have to be that way. There are so many things that we could do. We have so many resources. We have so many supporters around us and people around us that could be helping us. And there's just so many platforms online that we could be using to get ahead also, okay? To get more perspective of life and to get more solutions to our problems. Like, I can guarantee you, whatever it is that you're going through, at least 100 other people in like 100-mile radius around you is more than likely dealing with the same thing or something similar. Okay, so always remember that you are not alone in whatever issues you are having. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be the video for today, is reframing your perspective. And let me know what you guys do to reframe your own perspective. Let me know what it is that you guys do to keep your mind sharp and to get over the obstacles that come your way. And if you have any, particular things, like, let us know. I would love to hear about that from you guys. Okay, so much love to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. Peace. Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you guys for sticking around, because y'all know me, I gotta put a card at the end of every video, okay? Because we gotta, we gotta delve in. We gotta see what the vibe is, okay? So today I'm using my traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, okay? And I'm also using the self-care oracle deck as well. Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing today, and we're just gonna be pulling a card based on overcoming obstacles. Okay, overcoming obstacles and reframing our perspective. Okay, yes. Let me pull one more out. Let's pull one more. Yep. Okay, this right here is really good right here, okay, you guys? So the first card that's coming out is the Temperance card, okay? And Temperance is all about moderation. This right here is about not rushing into anything, okay? As you see, the angel is right there with the 2 cups, pouring water from one cup into the other. And that right there is a symbol of balance. And also, you can see here that the angel has 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water, and that right there is another symbol of balance. And also being grounded, yet still exploring emotions, and still exploring what is out there, still being connected to our creativity. Okay, and the other card that we're getting here is the 2 of Cups. Okay, and this right here is coming together with someone else. I really feel like us coming together with other people and talking about our obstacles, our problems, is going to really bring about bigger solutions. Okay, and last but not least, another card that we have coming out here is the King of Swords. Okay, and the King of Swords is a critical thinker, all about being logical, 0 emotions. Okay, like just completely thinking logically and cutting out all the BS and getting straight down to brass tacks, okay? And having great ideas, creative ideas to deal with issues that come our way. So we have to be that King of Swords, and think logically about issues that we have, and not really focus too much on like emotions, yet still the 2 of Cups come together with other people to seek bigger solutions to our issues and our problems. And I'm also picking up like seeking issues to like societal things as well, not just like in our personal life. Like we help them, they help us, we could help our environment type of stuff, And the Temperance card, stay in balance. Okay, the card that we have coming out is the energy work. Okay, energy work. I think that a lot of times we need to be doing some energy work. We need to be focusing our energy on solutions, focusing our energy on bettering ourselves, and that right there could be done through meditation. That could be done through meditation. Okay, we have the deep breathing card coming out here. Okay, deep breathing, and we could do deep breathing and our meditation at the same time. Okay, we could just put on like a guided meditation or something like that. We could do a walk-in meditation even, where we just like walk in like nature or something like that, and we're just focusing on our breath and focusing on our environment around us. And I think that once you are able to do that right there, you can really clear your mind to have those solutions come in for you. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. Okay, ooh, one of my favorites. Okay, we have sound healing. Okay, sound healing. You see her with her sound balls? That's me. Okay, got the sound balls and all that right there. Okay, this is a beautiful card. I love this card. I haven't used this deck in a while. Okay, you could listen to sound healing music on YouTube. Okay, I sleep to sound bowls and stuff like that. I sleep to that type of music all the time. Okay, and also I meditate to it as well, and it really clears your mind. It really like helps you to just like relax and like calm down. And there are different hertz to each chakra, as you can see here. This is card number 22. That's an angel number, by the way, so you should look that up and see how it resonates with you, the number 22. But each chakra vibrates at a certain frequency. And if you put on root chakra music, that's going to help ground you. If you put on heart chakra music, that's going to help you to like heal your heart and to love. And if you put on, you know, throat chakra music, is going to resonate with your throat chakra. Or using the sound bowls, because the sound bowls do the same thing. But you can also put it, if you don't have a sound bowl, if you can't go get a sound bath from someone, you could always put that on your phone, your TV, or whatever. And those different frequencies are going to resonate with those chakras and help you to heal that chakra, help you to balance that chakra, and help you to utilize that chakra, because our chakras are where our energy come from. And it also is connected to the endocrine system. I'm going to do a whole video about that because I just learned about this, and I am like, look, I literally was in meditation and the word endocrine came up, and I'm like, why? I don't even know this word. Isn't that like a system in our body or something? And once I started researching it, I learned all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm still doing research on this, so I'm gonna do a video about it. It's gonna be like a 2-part video because it's like a lot of information. But yeah, like I the more I learn, the happier I get. Okay, I love learning. But okay, that's beside the point. Back to the reading. Okay, we have to make sure that we are channeling our energy in constructive ways, and we cannot let our anger or sadness or hurt or pain or whatever hold us back from anything in life. We have to be able to pivot through our BS, through our obstacles, through our low points, okay? Because we all gonna have some low points in life, okay? And it's okay though, because we got that 2 of cup energy. I got you, you got me, we got each other, and we gonna get through this, okay? So much love to you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around for the reading, okay? Peace and love.